What are the real highest impact basics?
I mean, the biggest thing is you can treat it like a real person. Like they've done studies on the how much you learn by reading a book versus having a classroom versus a single one-on-one tutor. And there's two standard deviations. This is a famous Bloom 2 Sigma thing where there's two standard deviations difference between learning in a classroom and having a one-on-one tutor teach you something. And people have been writing these blog posts about if you look at the greats of history, the Bertrand Russells and all the famous mathematicians, John von Neumann, they all got this one-on-one tutoring when they were kids. Even of course, Alexander is tutored by Aristotle, right? So you can have this experience yourself on any given subject you might want to learn about. And it's crazy. I mean, you can just be like, this Socratic tutoring thing, explain this to me. Don't tell me the answer. And the feedback loop is so fast. I think it's until you do this, you don't realize how much of what you think you're learning is just sort of floating by you. You haven't asked the question, which would I think, have you ever read a book and this happens to me all the time. You start having a conversation about it. And then somebody asks you just like a very basic question. You're like, wait, doesn't that mean X? And you're like, fuck, that didn't even occur to me.
You're too passive in the...
Exactly.
Yeah.
The model can ask you that question. You can ask the model that question and get immediate feedback. You don't have to read like 1,000 pages.
What's the sort of prompt that you think is good for someone to put into their project for that?
Just like teach this to me like a Socratic tutor. Do not move on. Do not move on until I have answered the question to your satisfaction. And let it run. And then here's the concept. And this is not just something you do for like silly little small things. It's like, in fact, I have friends who
Human
are like,
evolution.
Yeah, or the more specific it is, the better.
Right.
And I have friends who are like physicists who use this to understand, teach me how this quantum encryption scheme works. Wow. And it's like, they send me like the 50-page transcript and it's like...
Oh, okay. So you can go deep and you can go technical, but you should be precise. Yeah. You should be specific with what it is. Human evolution too broad.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Explain why it was the case that there was this bottleneck in human population 60,000 years ago. Or why is it the case that we've seen this evidence in like, just like you read something, why did it work that way?
Okay, so this is a supercharging in terms of learning.